Well, we're working with the House numbers, which of course are dramatically larger as far as the kinds of cuts we're going to have to impose. And frankly, we're going to start working on the smaller budgets today, later in the afternoon. We're trying to do this in a bipartisan fashion with the Republican members of the House Human Services Appropriations Committee. It's been a very cooperative, collegial environment considering the looming cuts ahead. And I think ultimately we're going to try and do our best when it comes to trying to get people direct services delivery and cut as much waste and administrative costs as we possibly can. That would be my first goal.
And what's the number exactly that Human Services is working
A
with?
billion.
Exactly $1 billion.
Well, actually, the number keeps changing. So some say 750 million, some say 1.2 billion just from human services. I just think that the numbers are daunting. $1.2 billion of human services shuts down the whole healthcare infrastructure in the state of Illinois. So I think we're going to have to, we're going to do our best in committee, but we also have to really concern ourselves with the negative effects of just completely eliminating programs and the consequences that come along with it. People who are sick who don't get health care are going to try and find health care somewhere. And so we don't want to clog up our emergency rooms and our mental health institutions and our other institutions because at the end of the day, or our correctional system for that matter, at the end of the day, those are the things that end up costing us more than ever.
So some of these numbers are actually flexible then?
Well, we're
were
going to go to conference committee, and we may, we're going to do the best we can. I am still fighting with my leadership about I'm trying to put, a little pushback here on what realistically we're going to be able to do, but we're going to do our best, and hopefully we'll be able to reach that number of 1.2 billion. Now, don't forget, there's other parts of the budget where we might be able to find savings. You're going to see pension reforms. I believe that the Senate is working on a package for us to pay more in health care. I think that could save us $250 million. I think that there is a $100 million opportunity in attempting to send money to Washington before the end of the fiscal year to get extra additional $100 million back. So I think that we're also looking at the revenue side to try and balance out. Then there's some other cuts and other things and other belt tightening that we're going to try and employ in various parts of the healthcare budget so that we can kind of rebalance and reshape it so that it's a more balanced budget for people.
So have you put pen to paper yet? Anything exactly?
You know what? It is a work in progress. So, but check in with me by Thursday. I'll have more answers for you, and next week certainly as things evolve. Because this is it. We all left town at the end of third reading, knowing that this was ahead of us. There have been a lot of conversations up until through third reading, a lot of conversations after third reading, and here we are today, ready to put pen to paper this afternoon.
So no exact numbers. Next week will be the time to actually see some bills come out.
I mean, ultimately, I'd like to achieve a $1.2 billion savings, which is what my caucus is requesting of me. Whether or not it's achievable is another question.
Are they coming out as a whole package or as separate bills?
Agencies. They're going to be coming out agency by agency just like they used to, and then we will go into conference committee with the Senate to come to an agreement and find some middle ground.
So May 6th is the deadline, and you anticipate it'll be done by
Sure.
then?
Yeah.